Food trucks, the most colorful dishes with tons of different textures and flavors made in the smallest amount of space. There is no other place where you can find so many different cultures merging into one another than at a street food market or festival. Today we're about to make 2 different street food inspired dishes, so let's get into it. The first recipe is this eggplant schnitzel on flatbread. I pretty much had the same dish at a food truck in New Zealand a few years ago, and that was the day I fell in love with eggplant. Since then, it's probably my favorite vegetable. It does need a little bit more preparation than other veggies, but it's always worth it. For this dish, we need 4 main components. First of all, cashew creamer for some creaminess. The recipe I use is not my own, but I will mention the original creator down below. Secondly, we obviously need the eggplant. To achieve the perfect consistency, we will generously salt it on both sides, let it rest for at least 30 minutes, then rinse the salt off and bake it in the oven for 15 minutes. Lastly, we will use an extremely flavorful marinade to season it and do a simple breading to make it extra crispy. The third component is a simple fluffy flatbread. Last but not least are the toppings. I chose some pomegranate seeds for some sweetness and crunch, lightly pickled cabbage for tartness, as well as some sprouts for color and sriracha mayo for a little spice. And there we have it, a fluffy and soft flatbread with a crunchy on the outside but tender on the inside eggplant, topped with a creamy sauce as well as sweet, zesty and spicy toppings to complete the flavor profile. The second dish we are about to make today are these pulled jackfruit nachos with cashew creamer and a mango salsa. We start this dish by chopping and combining all the salsa ingredients. The salsa brightens up this dish with its tangy lime juice, sweetness from the mango and a nice subtle heat from the jalapeno. While the jackfruit itself doesn't have a lot of taste, our marinade for sure does. With the right smoky and umami spices and condiments, we are adding a deep flavor that to me does resemble meat. In the end, I assembled everything over some tortilla chips, and I also added some avocado for a creamy element. And that's it. Those are my 2 street food inspired dishes that I really wanted to share with you. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and we see each other in the next one.